In this video, we're going to continue to look at itslearning assignments, but today I want to look at how can you add a file to an assignment that will automatically force a copy of that file for the students to work on and then submit with that assignment. Let's get started. So in yesterday's video, we looked at what is an itslearning assignment, and we talked about that it is a way for students to digitally submit work to the teacher. I wanted to point out before we started today that you could actually teach an entire lesson through an assignment. So in the description of the assignment, you could have an article for them to read, you could have a video for them to watch, a presentation for them to go through. You could have all that teaching material at the beginning of the assignment and then have the requirements for the submission at the bottom of the assignment. One thing to keep in mind, if you are not having students submit something to you, an assignment is not the best resource to use in itslearning. Assignments are completely for submission. If you're just giving the students information, a note or a page would be a better resource. So today, I want to show you how to attach a file to an assignment so that that file forces a copy for the students. The students can edit that a copy and then submit that copy back to you. This is what they call Google integration, but it also works for Microsoft products as well. So I have an example assignment pulled up here where I'm asking the students to submit a learner profile. And I've attached the file down here at the bottom. So when the student comes in and they click Answer Assignment, it's going to open that document in their Google Drive. So here's the document that I had attached to the assignment. The student would come in here, edit the information within this template, and then when they're done with their information, they click back on the itslearning tab, and you'll see the file with the student's name, and they'll just click Submit. Now, a few ways you might use this. At the beginning of the school year, you could easily do a getting to know you document. You could have the template all set up and then have the students go through and type in their information. You could do this with an ARC journal. So you have the journal entries on there and then the student just goes in and puts in their information and submits it back to you. You could do this with a worksheet and, like I said, any templates that you want. So here's an assignment that a Spanish teacher is working on. She's having her students write the missing chapter for Don Quixote. She's got the information for the assignment, and she wants them to submit their writings in the form of a comic strip. So she's already created the document that she wants them to use, and now we're going to attach that Google slide to this assignment. So underneath the description of the assignment, notice there's an Add Files box. If you click there, it's going to ask you where do you want to add the file from. Notice I can choose Google Drive. Once my Google Drive opens, I will find the particular document or slide that I want to use with this assignment. So here it is. Click on it. I may have to scroll down or move this box, but make sure you find the Select button. Click on Select. And then you will see that assignment or that file attached down here. Now here's the important part. Notice the drop down over here to the right. Students can view is with the default, but I want to make a copy for each student. So be sure to change that. And this works the same for Microsoft files. So if you chose something from OneDrive, just change that to make a copy as well, and then click Save. So now when the student goes in, they'll once again have that file showing up on the assignment, and then when they go to answer the assignment, they'll get a copy of it, and it will make that copy and submit individual copies for each student. One final bonus tip for today's video. During online learning, we had several students that had difficulties opening files that teachers had attached, and it was because their Google Drive was not connected to itslearning correctly. So I want to show you how that works. So on a student account, if they click on the icon with their name in the upper right-hand corner and go to Your Settings, there's a choice called Connected Accounts. And if you click on Connected Accounts, this will show what Google and Microsoft account is connected to itslearning. A lot of times a student's personal Google account will be connected here, or a parent account may be connected here. If the wrong account is connected, it will not allow those Google files to open. All they have to do is hit disconnect and then go back and connect the correct account. Hopefully that helps you with attaching Google files to an assignment and having students submit.